Keeping It Real. I'm your host, Reverend Al Sharpton, and we're back. 1-877-532-5797. 1-877-532-5797. Twitter.com, The Rev Al. Twitter.com, The Rev Al. And it's Exhale Friday. Let me say one of the things that, as Andre, the last caller, said that I think is important is that, one, you cannot let your adversary advise you on how you ought to fight them. I think there was an old clip that they used in the documentary on me called Loudmouth, where I had said 30 years ago that we cannot ask the oppressor for advice on how he would be comfortable with how we fight him oppressing us. And that's what some of us do. Well, I don't know, that'll get people upset. That is the point. Because they're upsetting us and we want to upset them. And the way to upset them is economic. Why do you think, other than if you have a serious problem of self-esteem, lack of self-esteem, why do you think that you ought to be rendered to be in this uncomfortable and discomfort and not be able to therefore make others uncomfortable? So let me get this right. You want them to be comfortable at your expense, your consumer dollar, while you are struggling with how you're going to figure out how we're going to deal with layoffs, no jobs, and promotions because DEI program will no longer make them bring us in. And the other thing that we're not talking enough about is I saw one of the economists was on Morning Joe with us this morning, where he said the only way you can pay for the tax cuts that President Donald Trump is proposing is you're going to have to balance the debt ceiling by cutting into Medicare and Medicaid and possibly Social Security. So not only are the billionaires going to get a tax cut, we're going to pay for it. And anybody with Medicare or Medicaid should be outraged about that. Outraged. This is no longer partisan politics. This ain't somebody trying to get your vote. Vote is over. Trump won, according to what they counted. This is about now building a resistance to being rendered into nothing. Because that's what they're trying to tell you. This man has not even been president a week. Today's Friday. He was inaugurated Monday. He has already, in a week, killed diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the government and called on private industry to do the same. He's already closed down the Office of Civil Rights in the Justice Department. He's already pardoned 1,500 criminals, thugs, people that beat, maimed, and urinated on the Capitol offices of members of Congress. All this is in a week. That doesn't frighten you? Well, it should concern you. Let's go back on the phone. Let's go to Yessie in Atlanta, Georgia. Yessie.